Islam, I rise giving perfect praise and adoration to the great God Allah, Almighty, eternal, and incomprehensible, the causeless cause and the rootless fruit from which all things have come forth from. He alone is worthy of thanksgiving, adoration, and praise. Give hail and high honor to his holy and illustrious prophet, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Give honors to his wife, Sister Pearl Drew Ali. Give honors to his first appointed and only appointed Supreme Grand Sheikh and his assistant to assist him in all affairs was Brother E. Mealy L. Give honors to his wife, Sister Dahlia Mealy L. Give honors to Marcus Messiah Garvey, the forerunner of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Give honors to his wife, Amy Garvey. Give honors to man, because when man gives honors to a man, he gives his honors to his Father God Allah. And praise Allah and honors to the Moorish Saint of America, the national representative being Brother Haka Aboke Bey, and his national assistant, who's also the representative, being Akhenaten Amun Ra Salam Bey. Here we have a reading of House Bill 3363. Let me flip it around for you. Or, yeah, there we go. Boom. I'm going to be reading some, if not all, of this bill. It is in reference to the youth, providing and inspiring them having a voice in regards to the legislative process, not only in the state of Oregon, but across the United States and the North American region of the American continent. Okay. 81st Oregon Legislative Assembly 2021 regular session. A engrossed House Bill 3363 ordered by the House April 10th, including House amendments dated April 10th, sponsored by Representatives Neron Ruiz, Senator Frederick, Representatives Campos and Reardon and Solomon. Summary. The following summary is not prepared by the sponsors of the measure and is not a part of the body thereof, subject to consideration by the Legislative Assembly. It is an editor's brief statement of the essential features of the measure. Establishes racial equity and justice student council, prescribes membership and duties of council, establishes racial equity and justice student collaborative. There was an adjustment that was made from student council to student collaborative, prescribes membership and duties of collaborative. So it went from council to collaborative. Directs Department of Education to establish work group to establish standards for selection process of members of collaborative. Declares emergency effective July 1st, 2021. A bill for an act related to student leadership and declaring an emergency, be it enacted by the people of the state of Oregon. Section 1, the Department of Education shall establish a work group to establish standards for the selection process of members of the Racial Equity and Justice Student Collaborative established by Section 4 of this 2021 Act. The work group shall consist of members selected by the Department of Education. The work group must consist of representatives from tribal student councils, representatives from student leadership organizations, students participating in alternative education pathways, students from immigrant and refugee communities, students who serve as on Department of Education work groups, students who serve on Youth Development Division work groups related to educational opportunities, representatives from culturally specific community-based organizations, administrators, teachers, and other school staff who support student leadership in public schools, and additional memberships identified and recommended by the work group in consultation with the Department of Education. The work group shall develop a process for individuals to apply to become a member of the collaborative based on considerations of equity. Develop and implement a student outreach recruitment plan for connecting with prospective members of the collaborative. Review applications of prospective members of the collaborative and recommend to the governor prospective members of the collaborative. Develop the orientation for members of the collaborative. Work to reduce bias and remove barriers from applying to become a member of collaborative and to support members of the collaborative. Section 2. The work group established by Section 1 of this 2021 Act must first meet no later than October 1st, 2021. Section 3. Section 1 of this 2021 Act is repealed on April 30th, 2022, this next year. Section 4. The Racial Equity and Justice Student Collaborative is established. The governor, in consultation with the Department of Education, and the work group established by Section 1 of this 2021 Act, shall appoint members of the collaborative as provided by this subsection. The term of office of each member is 2 years, but a member serves at the pleasure of the governor. The majority of the members of the collaborative must be students between the ages of 11 and 18 years of age. When first appointed, the student members of the collaborative must include at least 2 students from each education service district identified in ORS 334.013. 334.013. This is for ORS. Should be, I think, Oregon Revised Statute. In addition to the student members of the collaborative described in paragraph of this subsection, the governor shall consult with the Department of Education to appoint members of the collaborative who are students and staff representing tribal student councils, students and staff representing student leadership organizations, students and staff representing culturally specific community-based organizations, including organizations that assist immigrant and refugee communities, students and staff representing alternative education pathways, and administrators, teachers, and other school staff who support student leadership in public schools. Consult with the Youth Development Division to appoint members of the collaborative who support the statewide youth re-engagement system developed and administered by the division under ORS 417.859, or who otherwise provide education opportunities to youth or support the educational success of youth. And I'm going to scroll down just a little bit, well, a lot of it, and see how much is actually in here. It looks like we have 7 pages. I'm not going to go into all these, but just reading some of that from House Bill 3363. This is in the state of Oregon, and we're going to get back to you on this and read some more about it. Just wanted to get a short, quick video, less than 10 minutes, in association with racial equity and justice for a student collaborative. Peace and love.